as we move through this transformational time, and we've been talking for the last few weeks about doing a lot of clearing, today what I want to focus on is helping you connect to sources of uplifting guidance, support, love, beauty, and healing by channeling your archangels, your angels, and guides. It is now that we've got all this distraction out of the way, which I've been talking about the last few weeks, we get to move into and activate this natural ability. So if you're new to my channel, no accident, some part of you is clearly at least somewhat available to learn to do this because you've been vibrationally guided to be here. And if you've been coming back again and again, today let's learn how to channel your angels and guides. Now, we've been working on it to some degree because what you have to start with is clearing your space. First, you clear your physical space. And when you want to channel, get into a physical space, choose to be in a place that is beautiful for you, and it's calm and clear, and it has no clutter. So it's just a practical sweep. Throw out the garbage, be in a place that's quiet, maybe with a door you can shut, leave your phone outside. Just give yourself 20 minutes where you will be in what I call a room to breathe, clear space. Next, you want to clear the emotional frequencies. And the way to do that is to simply acknowledge the things you're afraid of. Just name them. I'm afraid of being sick. I'm afraid of not having money for my bills. I'm afraid of being alone. I'm afraid of losing control. I'm afraid I'm lost. I'm afraid I'll never find my purpose. I'm afraid I'm stuck. Whatever it is, by verbalizing it, what you're doing is emptying the garbage because it's all stuck right here in your throat chakra, and we need that nice and clear to receive guidance. So by just putting it out there, what you want to do next, once you acknowledge it, is you want to energetically flush it out. And here's how you do it. Take a breath in through the nose, and then as you exhale, you're going to exhale, pulling your belly to your spine, blowing out like candles, but I want you to imagine that everything you're holding in that fear body, you're flushing out. So we're going to do 3 flushes. Breathe in, flush. And then the third one, breathing in lightly. And each time you flush, you'll feel it. It's less heavy. Now, here's the thing. That doesn't work unless you name those fears out loud. So it's sort of like, let's stir it up and then let's flush it out. Now, you can go look for it after you're done channeling and connecting with your angels and guides. But for now, you're just going to put it out of your energy field, or what we call your room to breathe. Then we're going to do a slide. So we're going to do 3 flushes, and then we're going to do a slide into the channeling space by opening your jaw, that kind of and then slide in with an audible, that means make some noise, sigh, When you do that, a couple things that are necessary to channeling occur. You clear the throat chakra, you open it up, and the throat chakra is the chimney of the heart, and it's also where we receive vibrations that give us guidance. So this is our junction box. This is the box that needs to open up. And just let that energy out. Then when you notice that you slide into the heart, it's quiet. Your mind is quiet. It's instant meditation. It's instant relief and calm. And then when you get to the bottom of that sigh, smile. That smile opens the curtains of your heart and allows you to enter the 5th dimension. This is love. This is the frequency of love. It's the doorway, the gateway to the frequencies that allow you to be guided and to be channeling, which means communicating, okay, through you. So channeling isn't turning your power over. It's expressing energetic communication from a higher frequency than your ego. So think of like your ego as an AM radio. All it gets is talk, 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 noise, and a lot of drama. FM is when you start to get into a reflective state. You clear your emotions, and you get calmed down, you become more neutral. That is like FM radio. You get a little bit better transmission, a little bit more accurate. But when you do this clearing flush and slide, you get into the spirit of who you are, and that is satellite. That is when you really get beautiful guidance. And channeling is making that connection energetically to your heart and body and clears your mind so that it can receive something other than its own talking. So, and then smile. Just sit for a minute and enjoy the clear energy. Even that's a reset for your physical health. Now, the next important element about channeling guides is that you have to be available for the guidance. Things don't just come in and start telling you what to do. It's not some external fantasy figure that's going to start bossing you around. And for those of you who listen to this and say, oh no, bad vibes, that's bad energy, it's not. What you're doing is you're opening to your own divine nature. You're opening to your beautiful creator. You're opening to your angels who are helping you, which are mentioned in every religion in the world, in every spiritual text. These are divine beings that are here for you. But you have to be in a state to want to receive this energy. So you have to ask yourself, how guidable am I? Do I really want to make myself available to some inspiration, some new insight, some new way of looking at things, maybe a suggestion or a little bit of a nudge to try something different or change direction? And the way I explain it is that guidance is subtle. Nothing's going to come over and say, you must do this. That's not guidance. That is your ego or someone else is coming through your brain. I mean, you don't want to channel your mother-in-law. You want to channel your divine self. You don't want to channel your bossy boss. You want to channel the loving forces of the universe that want to bring the best out in you. So ask, what would I like guidance on today? Just today. Don't try to take on the whole nut. What is troubling me today, or what would be of benefit to me today? Where would I like some insight and some inspiration? You know, that word means bring the spirit in. Lift your heart up. Because guidance will come where you're available. So it's important to identify where you are available. And then name that guidance out loud. I would like guidance in my purpose in life. That's a big one. That's like a number one. So just say that's your question. My life is lacking sense of purpose. I want guidance in my purpose. And then I want you to go into that quiet state and be in your clear energy, knowing you're not going to be disturbed, phones up, doors shut. You're just listening. But you're not listening to your brain. You're listening to your heart, and you're listening to vibration. You're listening to energy. You're listening and you're receptive. In other words, you have an open mind, an open heart. And start talking. My guidance says, that's a good way to start channeling. My guidance says, or my angels say, that helps too. My angels say, and you can start talking. Now, if you want to be really secure, place your archangels, which are your protectors, in all 6 directions around you before you begin. Raphael, the archangel of health and healing and ideas, and the archangel of beliefs and thoughts, and is very useful to your purpose, to the right. And you can see his vibration is a brilliant emerald green. See the archangel of protection, one that we all want to call in Michael or Michael, behind you. Beautiful, beautiful force in electric blue with a shiny silver sword of light to protect you. Put that behind you. The archangel of emotional clarity and intuition, Gabriel, will be to your left. And that archangel is like the lights you see behind me, kind of a golden white light. And it helps to keep your emotions clear, keep your energy. Emotion is in motion, energy in motion, so that you're not stuck and trapped in PTSD and trauma or the past. Ask him to clear those waters and help you be calm. And then there's the archangel of physical material support, Uriel, U-R-I-E-L, the archangel of money, the archangel of housing, the archangel of clothing, comfort, anything in the physical universe that you need before you. So he has the gate open and things come in and you're receptive. Above you is the Archangel Metatron. And the Archangel Metatron is the king of the divine realms and is kind of opening the gateway for all your angels to come and help you, all your guides and teachers and light beings. So he's the gatekeeper of the light. And then beneath you is Sandalphon. Sandalphon is the beautiful archangel of the earth, archangel of the moon, archangel of the inner state, the subconscious mind. So that is the archangel that can help provide you a sense of support. Like, I got you. You can draw from me, and can keep you clear and resting in who you are without being freaked out. So you ask the archangels to surround you for protection on all these levels. Now, don't let your mind fritz out and go, oh my God, stop, pause, I got to write this down. First of all, I've written it down in my book, Ask Your Guides, which is a wonderful book you should get and explains all of how this works beautifully for you. Ask your guides how to connect to your divine support system. But do know at this point in time, the system's set up. So you just say, I call in my archangels. They know where to go. They know what they're connecting to. They're just waiting for your invitation. So you can relax. And then when you ask questions that are more immediate. Don't say, tell me what to do, because your archangels and your angels and guides won't tell you what to do. They will suggest ways to consider things, suggest actions to take, suggest ideas to ponder, suggest things to let go, but they're not going to say, you have to do this. You don't give your power over to any force. Just suggest to me what I'm missing. Suggest direction that I'm not seeing. Suggest ways to forgive that I'm not feeling. Suggest how I can take care of myself that I'm not recognizing. Those are very good questions to start with. And then just sit, breathe, listen. You can listen to some soft music if you want. And just be available to whatever rises. And start talking out loud. Now, you might wonder, well, what am I going to say? But just put your hand on your heart and start saying, through my heart, my angels say, or my angels communicate, and just start talking. And if you talk quickly and you don't let your mind get into it, things will start coming. Now, how do you know it's real guidance and not you just making it up? Well, first of all, how it feels. Does it leave you calm? Does it leave you reassured? Here's a good one. Is what comes up. Is it surprising? And the other thing that's very important is it simple? Because guidance is always going to be very simple. Ego has a lot to say, but guidance might just say, you're okay. Let that go. Time to move on. Try this. Go to Bali. It'll just give you real simple statements that have a very loving effect on you. Now, once you start channeling, you're speaking it out loud, then consider it. And be very aware of how it affects you. Consider it. And then say thank you. Give it 5 minutes or 10 minutes. That's enough. It's enough. Thank you. And then immediately your mind's going to pounce on it and go, I made that up, and la da da. And just laugh. Just flesh that too. And just say, no, that was guidance. I'm going to consider that my angels are helping me. And I'm going to consider what they're suggesting. I'm going to be open to it. And I love this experience because it really does allow you to start feeling relief from the chaos and stress and the threat of the third dimensional world. Just considering it. Now, how do I know it's guidance? I'm going to give you some clues out of what it's not guidance. Guidance lifts you up. Guidance brings you peace. Guidance relaxes your nervous system. Your angels give you a sense of comfort, reassurance. They calm your brain. They calm your emotions. They feel reassuring. They feel uplifting. You get ideas that you hadn't considered. You feel relaxed. You feel surprised often. Now, what is not guidance and is your ego messing with you is if you feel flattered, if you feel controlled, if you feel like you have to do this, you feel like you're special, that's a big one to watch, because that's your ego trying to make you feel like, okay, you have to do something, or you are something very different from everyone else. And that will never come from real guidance, because it isn't true. We are divinely connected. And so you don't need to be special. That's too hard, and that's a drain. That's very isolating, by the way. Nobody wants to be special. How do you maintain that? Yuck. So really know that real guidance is like a warm bath, and it's like a cold drink on a hot day. It's simple, but it makes sense and it feels good. So you can try this, and I want you to practice, and do leave comments and what you experience, because you'll be surprised how wonderfully this works. Also, when you're done, say thank you. You don't have to listen. You don't have to do. Just say, I'll consider that. That really helps get more guidance. I'll consider that. And thank you for that. That's it. That's all you have to do. So try this as a way to escape the noise, tension, and threat of the third dimension world, and start to connect. Turn these inner senses on and connect and start channeling, because it is something we can all naturally do. And this little tutorial shows you how to begin. Clear the energy, clear the fears, connect, slide in, and be truly and genuinely available, receptive, and open. And don't get flattered, don't get bamboozled. Anything that agitates you, ignore. Just let it go. Thank your archangels, release them to the light, and then go about your day peacefully. I really look forward to your comments, and if you're new to my channel and found this valuable, please leave a comment for actually all of you. And if you haven't joined or subscribed, please do, because it helps the channel, it helps us learn more, and I have so much more, and it'll really keep things going for you. So I look forward to seeing you next week. All my love.